All right, everybody, welcome back to the Playbook Podcast. Um, we are live. Hopefully, everybody's having a good week so far. I hope everybody is doing great. I know it's a crazy week last week in the news and whatnot. So hold up, sorry guys. But other than that, we are live though. We are live up and going. Before we get started on this podcast, I know people are giving tribute. Some give tribute to as well. I know the NFL is doing it. I know college football did on Saturday, and I know some people and media and sports are doing it. So I'm gonna do it too. First of all, I'm gonna give honor as due. Last Wednesday night, last Wednesday afternoon. So sorry. Charlie Kirk, who was a right conservative activist, got shot and killed. Um, he got assassinated basically, and for those who don't know who he is a conservative activist for that I help. He goes to campuses and debates. Not this isn't a debate, but he talks about college students about God and stuff like that. Regardless what your beliefs are. I don't know. I'm not trying to get political here, but I'm not trying to. But unfortunately, it was kind of sad that happened to him. I was shocked. I was one of the first people to see the videos. Actually I was with the gym with Jaden, and I saw the video, and I saw like, wow, that guy. I mean, it was crazy, bro. So we're praying. I'm praying for his wife Erica and his two kids. I know, because he was 31 years old. A pretty young man, and I know. Top of that, I know that people want to make some assumptions why he died and whatnot, but it is what it is. It's some goofy stuff. Um, But yeah, I was a fan of him myself. I mean, I liked watching him. He was also a sports fan too. He was a Cubs fan. The Cubs paid tribute to him. He was a Michael Jordan fan, the Bulls fan, Oregon Ducks fan. He was a Bears fan. And unfortunately, he ain't no longer with us. I know it's been an interesting week. The past couple of days since that happened. The country is so divided, and that doesn't regardless of what your political beliefs are. We don't celebrate people's assassination, and we don't celebrate anything like that. You know, um, for the freedom of speech is something that is probably under attack right now. But I'm thankful for sports though, because sports draws us together and unites people. Um, because I was always playing my game growing up, and I had tough times living where I live in my own household growing up. And going into details, but sports was my rescue. I always put on Michael Jordan, Stephen A. Smith, Kobe Bryant, and it brought me peace because what, it does help you to go through some things. But yeah, so again, praying for Charlie and his family and his friends and those who left, he left his real impact on. And I know it's been an interesting couple of days, interesting week and whatnot. But yeah, Judy, you have anything to say about this?
Yeah. I mean, just to avoid saying a lot of the same things, I'll just keep it simple. But um, yeah, I think the whole situation's crazy. I think that you know someone, I mean, he was only 31 years old, and you know, a lot of people don't choose to see, you know, aside from his political views, aside from all the politics in it and all that, and a lot of people say I've seen a lot of people say the same thing, but like, he was a husband, he was a father, he had a family, And
Yeah.
you know, it like all politics aside, I think that's something that people need to take into consideration, and a lot of people don't, and that's why a lot of people that you see who are celebrating his death or things like that, I think it's just because they're only focused on the politics side of it. Um, but yeah, I just think it's sad, and I think it's crazy that it happened. I was honestly shocked when I saw that it happened.
Yeah. And I watched him for years. I watched him for a long time. He started if you don't know what Turning Point USA is, it's actually a media foundation. He wanted to he has he on YouTube. He was co-founder. Turning Point USA also has a news outlet called Real America's Voice. With Charlie Kirk used to be on that show a lot. And he wanted to basically like change politics for the better. Change the country for the better. He was interested in a lot of things, and but you know what? It's sad that he died the way he did. Um, I think like I said, this country. He would have asked me if you would have asked me 10 years ago that something like this would have happened, I would have said that you're lying. But the country I grew up in has changed a lot, and this world is getting evil and evil. So I know, but you know what? It is what it is. That's just why I'm entering into sports mainly because I don't want my. I mean, sports to me is uniting, and I don't want to be that person that gets one day assassinated too. Because I heard from Bill O'Reilly getting security guards in his home because of assassination attempts on his life when he was younger. So, but anyways, we're gonna move on. I know I'm not trying to get political here, but thanks for bearing with us. So, Thursday night we have football on Prime. Commanders versus the Eagles. Packers. The Packers had 27-18. Jalen Daniels had 2 touchdowns, 4 sacks. Four sacks upon him, which is crazy. Jordan Love was 2 touchdowns as well, and he had a good line protection as well. So Jaden, what's your takeaway on the other side of the ball with the Commanders? What do you think about this game?
Um, I just think that um, I think that the issue with the Commanders was not on the offensive end. I think it was more on the defensive end.
Yeah,
Um, I mean, I just think they let a lot of things get through that shouldn't have got through. There was a lot of pass attempts that could have been blocked or could have been stopped, and same thing with the running the ball as well. I mean, I think this was more of a defensive uh, mess up than it was on the offensive end. But I mean, at the same time, the O line let Jane Daniels get sacked 4 times, so
yeah,
you got to also take
yeah,
that into
and
consideration.
he did have a. I don't know if you know, but he's also out for his day to day right now. He sprained his knee.
Yeah, I
I
did see
think
that.
so. I don't know. Hopefully he's healthy and ready to go. But I'm actually worried about the team overall. I mean, Taylor McLaurin hasn't really looked the same. It looks
Yeah,
like he hasn't had a chemistry yet. I think because he missed all training camp and all mini camps to the point where he forgot how to play football. Um,
yeah,
and he signed. I mean, the dude had 48 yards with 9 targets, and that's freaking bad. With 5 receptions too. Jaden Daniels threw a dart at him. He dropped every pass he had. So this is on him. This is Jalen McCurn's fault. And Jaden Daniels, here's the deal with Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels, for the love of God, please slide or go out of bounds when you run the ball. Don't do a
yeah,
freaking full crazy run and be expecting you to score. RG3 is a perfect example of this, Jaden. Because RG3 in his rookie year, he blew his knee out. You know what happened after a year? You know what happened to that? They cut him, and guess who they put in on the starting line on a starting QB? Kirk Cousins.
Hmm.
You know, so Jaden Daniels has to slide up. Jaden Daniels for the please either go out of bounds or slide, because your career is gonna be over next. Next, you know, your career is over, and then
Yeah.
what? So yeah, so that's all I can say about that. Jaden Daniels has to play better on the offensive side of the ball. He needs
Yeah.
to stop doing his Lamar Jackson's kind of as he does like Jaden Daniels.
Yeah.
Please slide or go out of bounds. You're gonna get hurt, and then you're screwed. And next thing you know, you might not be the same ever again. You never know. So, anyways, not to the Packers side. Micah Parsons has been a game wrecking machine. He actually, let's see, I'm finding it right now. I'm gonna be accurate because I'm not inaccurate like that one person is that me and Logan used to work on. Logan knows what I'm talking about. Micah Parsons had 2 tackles. He played half the snaps, but Jaden, is this team, the Packers, a legitimate threat to a Super Bowl championship?
Um. Yeah. I mean, as of right now, yeah. I mean, these first two games they've performed very well.
Yeah,
Better than I thought they were going to. Um, I didn't think they were going to play terrible this season, but the way that they've been playing, I was not expecting them um, to play this well. They definitely are. I think they're right now they're big contenders in the NFC for sure. Um, and I'm just excited to see. I mean, Jordan Love played well. Um,
yeah,
I think Micah Parsons just needs to get a little more comfortable and more chemistry with his new team. And I think he'll be okay.
yeah,
Get some more minutes going in the game, and I mean I think he'll be okay.
yeah. I think there's a legit chance for them to win it all this year. Jordan Love looks really composed. He
Yeah,
does. He looks really comfortable now in the pocket. I think because and so sorry, people are texting me. Hold up. So my point is this about Jordan Love is this. Jordan Love has looked really composed on the pocket. He ain't forcing things. He ain't throwing deep balls like he did last season. Last season, the guy was throwing interceptions like left and right, and I'm like, dude. So he looks more accurate. I know he had 19-20 from 31 completion of the yards, but he threw 2 touchdowns. All lines protecting him a lot. Josh Jacobs too is doing some things offside of doing great things on the running back too. He had 1 touchdown, but he's doing really good this season too. Yeah, I mean, I was kind of concerned with Josh Jacobs too because I thought he was overrated a little bit, a little washed up, but he's shown a lot so far. So shout out to him. So, but I think this team can win it all. Um, Packers are legit. I hate the fact that Jerry Jones let go of Micah Parsons because it shows a lot what a game maker can do. So yeah, that's just so that's all I gotta say about that.
yeah,
Have anything to add about that, Jaden?
no,
All right. Moving on to the next game, the Bengals versus the Jaguars. Bengals win this game. But the story of this game is that Joe Burrow is hurt and out for the season. So what's your thoughts on this? Do you think Cincinnati can make a push for the playoffs now without Joe Burrow?
I think it's going to be tough. I think they had a good shot with Joe Burrow, but man, I mean, because Joe Burrow was playing good, he was playing really good, um, and then he got injured, but I think it's gonna be a little tough on the Bengals now without Joe Burrow. I saw one thing that said he could be out minimum of 6 weeks. Some people are saying he's out for the season. Um, I guess it just depends on how quickly he can bounce back from this. Um, so, but I mean, the Bengals did still come out on top on this game, so I mean there is that. They were also playing the Jaguars, so uh, I really do think that I think that they can stay steady, but I think they're gonna have to work a little harder for it now.
Yeah. Here's the deal. Um, about the Bengals overall. I think um the owners and the GM have really messed up on Joe Burrow big time.
Yeah.
Because I get it. Jay Higgins is great. Jamar Chase is great. We had to cut T. Higgins to get and keep Jamar Chase. Because he has no online whatsoever. This is the same thing every freaking year. I mean, last year, the couple years to his first year in the NFL, he tears his ACL, tears it
Mm-hmm.
up. And then next thing you know, the second year, he misses um the first three games of the season because you know why? Because he had a calf sprain. A couple years a year before that, he got hurt. He was out for the
Mm-hmm.
season. So um Jerry Joe Burrow has really have changed as Joe Burrow can't he needs to go online, dude. He needs to go online big time. He can't do it by himself.
Yeah.
Um he has no online whatsoever. So this is the owner. Look at every Bengal quarterback has been there before Joe Burrow has had a short career. Carson Palmer is a good example. Andy Dalton, same good example too. But it's just that this guy cannot freaking he has no protection whatsoever. No protection whatsoever, man. So if I'm the owner and the GM, I will either I will get literally some O line in the draft next year or in the off season, and please help Joe Burrow out because Joe Burrow when he's healthy is literally a top three, top four quarterback in the NFL. Last
Yeah.
season, he had 45 touchdowns, led the NFL in passing yards, touchdowns, and like this dude was spectacular last season.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I had him winning. I had him win MVP this year.
Yeah.
So now I'm choosing my MVP pick because he was my MVP pick this year. So I'm going to choose Josh Allen as my MVP. Josh Allen to me is the best quarterback right now in the NFL, better than Mahomes right now. Hate to say that, but it's true. So yeah. Anyways, we're moving on. Do you want to add anything else to that, Jaden?
No.
All right.
Let's talk about this
So,
next game.
how about them Cowboys, baby? The Cowboys won 40-37. Dak Prescott had 2 touchdowns and he had 1 interception, but the player of the game was Brandon Aubrey. Brandon Aubrey had an NFL record with 70-yard field goal to go to overtime. Russell Wilson had 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Jaden, take it away, bro. What do you think about this game?
I mean, according to PFF, Brandon Aubrey got 22 points on fantasy as a kicker. So, I mean, for anybody who had Brandon Aubrey on their fantasy team, I'm sure they were pretty happy about that. But yeah, no, this was a crazy game. It definitely did not turn out the way that I was expecting it to, and especially I was not expecting the Cowboys to win this game. Um, I was not expecting the Cowboys to score 40 points. That's for sure. Yeah, no, I thought he hurt himself too because that was a close. I was I was shocked that he didn't hurt himself because it did look scary. Um, but I mean, the Cowboys honestly they shocked me this game. I mean, Dak Prescott played well. Um, it was almost like a complete 180 from their first game that they played. Uh, they actually played decent this game, and then that kick from Brandon Aubrey was just. I mean, I didn't believe it. I didn't believe what I was watching.
Yeah. Um, this was a good win. Same time, it was also a bad win for the Cowboys too, because this shows a lot that the offense is carrying this team big time because they can't stop a cold in the
Mm-mm.
defensive line at all. Micah Parsons has really shown a lot why you really need a pass rusher in the game. Russell Wilson looked like from Seattle. He had 3 touchdowns with 30 from 41 attempts from. I mean, this guy looked like freaking the guy from Seattle, from Seattle, dude. His prime. Um, Diggs too. I mean, the defense was terrible in this game for the Cowboys. I will admit to that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Dak Prescott played. He played an okay game. He played it. He won when it counted the most.
Yeah.
But you just can't give up 37 points to the Giants, dude. You can't do
Yeah.
that. I mean, Malik Neighbors was cooking Trayvon Diggs, by the way. Um, Trayvon Diggs is washed up. He's washed up. He ain't the same guy no more like it was when he first started in the NFL. He's that ACL tour he had a couple years ago, his out for season last season, has shown a lot of who he is. I think that guy who they got from Carolina, really, dude, come on, Jerry. You got Micah Parsons, you got rid of him to get that some guy no one's even heard of. Okay. Dak Prescott, not Dak Prescott. I mean, really, dude. I mean, Kenny Clark didn't do anything for the Cowboys this past on Sunday night, on Sunday afternoon. I mean, he did
Yeah.
nothing. He did nothing for them. What do you see? What do you see? Oh wow, yeah, 2 tackles, solo tackles, and 4 tackles overall, and 1 sack. Really, Russell, the running back was running a buck 50 over them, bro. Um, they're playing way too much man coverage on the defensive side of the ball. But you know what? They won the game. Wins a win. Shout out to Brandon Aubrey. Best player on him and CD. CD woke up. CD actually did some really good things this past game. When he counted the most. The running game is pretty good so far. I will admit to you about that. Pretty good running game so far. So shout out
Yeah.
to Miles Sanders and I don't know how to say this guy's name. Something Williams. Javonte Williams. Okay, Javonte Williams and Kevontae Turpin. Congrats to y'all for saving the game this past Sunday. So yeah.
Yeah.
And Miles Sanders too, bro.
Yeah. I mean, they let Malik Neighbors get 167 yards on the.
You see, you can't let that happen, dude. Malik Neighbors is a beast. He's a young upcoming receiver.
Yeah.
You can't let him do that.
Mm-mm.
But anyways, so the question to you, Jaden, is this: should next week the Giants play the Giants? I mean Chiefs. I mean, so should the Giants bench Russell Wilson and start Jackson Dart?
Honestly, I mean, I think that they'll be okay with keeping Russell Wilson. I don't think that they'll make that roster change. Um, I mean, especially with the way that the Chiefs are playing this season. I mean, I don't think they'd have any issue keeping Russell Wilson on the starting lineup. Because I don't necessarily think that Russell Wilson played terrible this game. I mean, he had 450 yards.
Yeah,
His QBR rating was 123. So, and he went 30 for 41. Uh, so I don't think Russell Wilson really played bad. I just think that, the Cowboys were able to just pull ahead a little bit in this game. So I think they'd be okay keeping Russell Wilson where he's at.
yeah. The thing they have Russell Wilson is this: that I mean, last week he played a good team in the Commanders, and he did terrible in Week 1. He had 0 touchdowns. He overthrew Malik Neighbors in the end zone. Malik
Yeah,
was
he
pretty
did do that.
upset. Malik was upset as coach for starting Russell Wilson, by the way.
Mm,
Um, so if I'm the Giants, I start Justin Dart next game because I know he's young, he's a rookie too, but I think Wilson's hit the edge, man. I think in my opinion he's overrated. He's done. He had one good year. He had 2 good years in the NFL, and that was it. He beat the Broncos. So Peyton Manning, congrats to you, bro. Um, Tom Brady beat you in the Super Bowl next year. You had the Legion of Boom. You had Marshawn Lynch. You had a good old line. You had a heck of a receiver core. You had DK Metcalf your whole career. So if so, I don't want to hear this crap about him being a quarterback next game. So that's how I see it with Russell Wilson. You know, I mean, you have Cam Skibberty, who's the best player on the team, bro. Anyways, and him and McNeighbors. Without them, you're nobody. You need to retire. If we say this about Broncos and the Steelers, like bro, this is last straw in my opinion. So we'll see. Anyway, sorry, I had to go on that little rant about Russell Wilson. Does anyone add to that game? Anything you want to add?
no, I
All right.
want to talk about this next game here.
All right. So this is a crazy game that happened this past Sunday. Aaron Rodgers' first home game in Pittsburgh. They lose 31-17. Sam Darnold had 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 295 yards, 89.8 passing QBR. Aaron Rodgers had 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, with 18 for 33 passing rating. The week one, he had 4 touchdowns on the Jets. Jaden, is Aaron Rodgers showing his age? Is he and is this not a good start for the Steelers? And by the way, before we get to that, the Steelers have given up to so far. Right now, the Pittsburgh Steelers are like not even top 10 in defense no more. So, what's going on here in Pittsburgh, Jaden?
Well, I think the issue is that I drafted them on my fantasy team for defense, and I think that's why the Steelers are not performing well. Um, I'm actually probably after this podcast going to drop the Steelers off my fantasy team because they got me 1 point last week and they got me 4 points this week. Or the first week one they got me 1 point and they got me 4 points this last week. So
Man, that's tough, bro. I'm sorry.
I know defense doesn't really get you that many points, but I know there's other defenses that can get me more than what they're giving me.
Yeah.
Anyways, talking about the actual game now. Aaron Rodgers, had the same opinion on Aaron Rodgers since beginning of last season. Aaron Rodgers just needs to retire. Either that or Aaron Rodgers does not need to be a starting QB.
Wow.
I think that you know I think put him in a backup situation, and I think you just if he really wants to play that bad, I wouldn't start him and I'd put him somewhere else. I mean, and I say that just because he is ever since the middle of just last season in general, he has not had a game where I'm like, wow, that's Aaron Rodgers. Like that's Aaron Rodgers. I know who could play football.
Yeah.
Um, it's been like you could just see the decline, the subtle decline is the more you go. Um, and so, you know, I think we've given Aaron Rodgers too many chances. And because it's Aaron Rodgers. And so personally, that's kind of where I stand on that. Um, I really don't have an issue with him playing, but I think for a team's standpoint, I think they need to look at other options as far as starting. Um, But that being said, I mean, the biggest meltdown here was the Steelers' defense. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, it wasn't really all pinned on Aaron Rodgers, but I mean, there's no point talking about your quarterback if your defense can't even get you the ball back.
Yeah.
So, I mean, 31-17, letting the Seahawks get 31 points over you is it's insane.
Yeah. Um, I agree with everything you said. Aaron, it was so bad to the point they had to bench Aaron Rodgers the fourth quarter to start Mason Rudolph.
Mm-hmm.
So, Aaron Rodgers, here's the deal. He's ruining his legacy
Mm-hmm.
because I think he's one of the greatest arm talents ever. In my opinion, I think Josh Allen's a better arm talent quarterback than Aaron Rodgers, Tim Mahomes, and even Peyton Manning. But Aaron Rodgers is a top 5 QB to ever do in my book. Top 5.
Yeah.
And he's ruining his legacy because he's having the same crap he's happened last season. He had a
Mm-hmm.
58 QBR rating. Mason Rudolph had a 91.7 QBR rating. That's freaking awful. That's awful. And I mean, yeah, yes, DK Metcalf. He has a good receiving core. He
Mm-hmm.
has a good defensive too, and he cannot get it done. So, Aaron Rodgers, please, for the love of God, if this is your last straw to the season too. I mean, next week I'm gonna see y'all play next week. I'm gonna see who y'all playing next week. The Steelers are playing next week. It's on PFF. I don't even know. Let me
The
see.
Patriots.
Okay, if y'all lose to the Packers next week, bro. Oh my goodness,
That's a
heads are
win.
gonna.
That's a winnable game.
It has to be winning game. If not, then oh my goodness, bro, we need some talk about really considering about training, either benching this guy for the rest of the season, or telling this guy to retire. Either one or the other, because is that is bad,
Yeah.
really
I
bad.
mean, and their schedule doesn't get easier at all. I
Yeah.
mean, they play. Let's see. I mean, they go back. They go against the Vikings. They got the
Oh
Browns,
man.
Bengals. They play the Packers. Um, they play the Bills, the Ravens, the Lions. So, I mean, coming up, they have a few games that are winnable, but I mean, for the most part, their schedule really doesn't get any easier than it is right now. So, um, I mean, this game against the Patriots, they should win, but I guess it just all depends on how they're able to play.
Yeah. Wow. I did not know they played the Packers, and then after that, it's gonna be a tough schedule. I mean, Bengals they can win that game because Joe Burrow's out.
Yeah.
The Colts maybe. Packers are losing that game. Big time. I think they can lose against the the Bills too, and the Baltimore Ravens too, man.
Oh yeah. Those are gonna be 2 hard weeks for.
And Detroit and Detroit, they've.
Those are. Yeah.
But that's crazy how they're doing. I don't understand how they're playing bad football, and the defense too. Here's the deal about the defense too. I agree with you about the defense because every year they're like the top 2 defense in the NFL under Mike Tomlin. So Mike Tomlin has really done. I don't know what's going on, bro. I mean, Logan's still in the comments that Pittsburgh has the highest paid defense in the NFL. It's on that side of the ball. So I agree with you, Logan. I think the defense is terrible this season. I thank God I dropped in my fantasy because I was a little skeptical. I kind of knew, but man, this is shocking to see Mike Thomas defense go giving up that much points in the first 2 games of the season against the Jets and against the Seahawks.
Mm-hmm.
Justin Fields won $150 over them, bro, last week. This week they had, man, they gave up 2 touchdowns. They gave up a field goal. They gave up. I think one had a picks. I think 2 had field goals. Like, man, that's bad, dude. I mean, the kicking team, the kicker was actually really good last week, but I'm just surprised how the Steelers are doing this bad. And it's a scary moment for the Steelers because the Steelers to me are just a little overrated as a franchise overall. I think their coach is overrated. I think Mike Tomlin's an overrated coach. I mean, people celebrate never having a losing season, but he can't win a playoff game in 10 years, basically. In 10 years, I haven't won a playoff game. I was 13 years old, 2016. I was in sixth grade. I was, no, actually, I was 14. Yeah, 14 years old in seventh grade at Crockett Middle School. I was hitting puberty. Like, literally. 2K16 was the number one game on 2K16. Curry, KD on that game. 2016, Vine was popular. So at 2016 as well, man. Um, Tony Romo was still playing in the NFL. First
Mm-hmm.
Take got Stephen A. and Skip together on First Take. Stuart Scott passed away 2 years prior to that. Inside the NBA was on TNT still. Sager was alive. Kobe Bryant was retiring that season. So this, I mean, that he's overrated coach in my opinion. In my opinion, he should get fired and start over somewhere else. Because it's just weird over there in Pittsburgh. Because to me, he's overrated. That's just how I see it. Mike Tomlin.
Yeah, I agree.
Anyways, is there anything you want to add to that?
No, it's about the same thing, same thoughts I have.
Yeah. So the game of the week, Tom Brady commentating this game again. A Super Bowl rematch from last year. The Philadelphia Eagles play the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs are 0-2 for the first time in the Patrick Mahomes era. Um, what's your thoughts on this game, Jaden?
I I don't even know, bro. I don't even know what to say. I mean, the Chiefs. I mean, they still haven't bounced back from their Super Bowl game last season. I mean, Patrick Mahomes only had 187 yards this game. Um, his QBR was a 72. Um, I mean, Mahomes got 66 yards rushing, and that's the most yards that they have on the rushing the ball.
Yeah,
Um, let's see. I mean, this I don't know what happened to this Chiefs team. I mean, this is just not the same Chiefs team. I mean, they're just like it's just like I'm watching a completely different team than I was last year. And I mean, given that the Chiefs did have a lot of questionable things, happening last season, and I'm not taking away from that. But it's just there's almost like I don't see like the same like passion from this Chiefs than I did last season. Um, but I mean, on the other side of the ball, I mean, the Eagles are great.
yeah,
Um, I mean, Jalen Hurts looks good. Saquon's there; he looks good. Um, yeah, the Eagles look good. I don't know what happened to this Chiefs team.
yeah. I think both the teams look kind of bad on Sunday. Mahomes had one rushing touchdown, which was really great. Kareem Hunt had a good couple of runs too. So did Pacheco. Kelsey was all right. Kelsey had 4 receptions with 61 yards. Better game than he had week one for sure. Um, Here's the deal about I'm gonna go Philadelphia first real quick. Philadelphia is just really bad in my opinion because Hurts cannot throw a ball in for his life.
Yeah,
Um, I mean, all he can do is run. That's all he can do is run and the tush push too. And he's, in my opinion, he sucks. He's overrated too. Saquon's the best player on the team. He actually had a good couple runs too. But the defense is terrible too. I mean, it's just bad how bad the defense has been. The team's been overall in the Eagles. Um, the media was overrated. People want to say that Hurts is like this best quarterback in the NFL.
Mm-mm.
He's not. He's not even top 10 in my book. Without a defensive line, Jalen Carter, without a good old line, without AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, and Saquon Barkley, you know what he is? Nobody. Nobody knows who he
Yeah.
is. So, I mean, he had look at this. He had 101 yards from passing, really. 0 touchdowns in the air. That is awful. That is bad. I mean, I'm sorry, that is terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, he had a donut. All he did was a tush push. That's all he did was a tush push, and he scored. That's
Yeah,
all
that's
he did.
true.
And by the way, the tush push. By the way, the tush push. By the way, the tush push. Jaden, this is offsides. By the way, dude, the offensive line moves first before he says hut. That's
Mm-hmm.
offensive sides. So the refs out there, please go closer and see if it's offsides or not, or get rid of the play
Yeah.
because you can't do that. That's cheating. That's
Yeah.
really cheating. You cannot do that at all in the game. So that's
Yeah.
bad. Anyways, now to
I
Mahomes.
mean,
Go ahead. What you
oh,
want to say?
I was just gonna say Jalen Hurts only got 11 fantasy points as a
That's
QB.
awful. He had a 78. Oh my god. What an overrated bum he is, bro. He's not even top 10 in my book. I hate the fact that Ryan Clark went on Get Up saying that, Sirianni and Hurts are like the Brady and Belichick duo. Like, dude, no, he's not. Brady and Belichick were like the best duo in football history, basically. So
Yeah.
that's baloney. If Tom Brady has 0 touchdowns in the game, he would have heard it the next day in the meeting. He would have heard it, bro. He didn't. He would have got cooked by Bill Belichick in the room in front of everybody. You know how I know that, Jaden? Go watch the documentary on Apple TV. They will show you how Belichick was to Brady. I mean, dude, tush push really, dude. If Gronk, and here's the deal: if Gronk had 161 yards and 4 receptions and 6 targets, he would have gotten his butt hammered too. He would have got his butt whooped big time.
Yeah.
He would have gotten torn out by Belichick. So, anyways, now to the Chiefs side of the ball. I'm actually worried about the Chiefs big time. I don't know what's going on with
Mm.
Mahomes. Mahomes needs to play better. Needs to really play better. Patrick Mahomes. I ain't used to seeing this at all. This is his 30 year straight. He's had having a bad start. It started off when he beat the Eagles in the Super Bowl. The next year, he didn't have a good game. He didn't have a good first 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Last year, he had not a good year either. A bad start. This year, he hasn't really done anything good this year besides run for his life,
Yeah.
running with the ball. Number one, I might use this. I think this is a little bit of Andy Reid because Andy Reid's a play caller of the coach of the Chiefs,
Mm-hmm.
and I think he's out of his time too. He's out. I think he needs to retire. Top 3 coach to ever do it in my book. Maybe top 2. But Patrick Mahomes, I used to see him do this because the year Tyreek Hill left, he had 45 touchdowns, 1 MVP, and
Mm-hmm.
won Super Bowl too without against the Eagles. The year later after that, he had a Super Bowl too. So this is really scary for Mahomes because it's either Mahomes. I think Mahomes cares, but I think it's Andy Reid. Okay, and Chris Jones too. That's been a no-show this past couple weeks. And
Yeah.
I'm shocked by that because Chris Jones is a game record machine big time. I'm shocked. Travis Kelsey too cares about Taylor Swift more. I can just tell. It's Taylor Swift probably. I agree with you, Logan. I think T Swift, Tay Tay, is a go to this game and watch so they can actually play better. Because oh my god, I mean, Mahomes had one good throw and one running touchdown. So this is just scary for Mahomes, man. I ain't used to see him play like this. I ain't used to it. Um, I'm shocked, by the way, because in my opinion, he's a top 2 quarterback of all time. I still think he is to this day. But Mahomes, bro, here's this message to you, man. If you ever watch this podcast, listen to it. I don't know if you do or not. Patrick Mahomes, do it for me, bro. Don't do it for Nick Wright. Do it for me. Don't do it for Nick Rankin. Nick's scared to come on the podcast. He's home, by the way. He's scared to come on. He's watching YouTube probably, watching First Things First. Like a weirdo. Um, Patrick Mahomes, you've done it before, bro. You've won with Juju Smith-Schuster on your team. You have won with nobody's on your team, bro. Josh Allen's doing a lot better than you. Josh Allen doesn't have a good solid running back. He's James Cook's top 5. A decent running back ain't great. Josh Allen has no weapons whatsoever. No, not he doesn't have Travis. He doesn't have Travis Kelsey on his team. He has Keenan Coleman, and I don't know the other guy's name, other receiver. But he's done more than you, Mahomes, and he's not playing Superman football either. Mahomes wants to play Superman football, Jaden. That's why
Yeah.
he's playing bad. I mean, people figured him out. Josh Allen, let's pass a couple of weeks ago and last week too. He ain't playing Superman football. He's playing composed football. That's all he's doing. He ain't playing. He's playing in the pocket. He runs out if he needs to, but he doesn't go all crazy like Mahomes does.
Mm-hmm.
So Mahomes, please be better, bro. Please be better, Mahomes. I want to see you win it all this year. I want to see that revenge season you had, like you had against Tampa Bay the year prior to that. I want to see that Mahomes again. So please, Mahomes, get it done. Anyways, and here's the deal. Top of that, the Chiefs too are 0-2. They might lose. They might lose the division too. They might lose. They might be second in the AFC West. They
Mm-hmm.
might. They might. But anyways, is there anything you want to add to that, Jaden?
No, I mean I agree. I want to see Mahomes play good again.
Yeah, me too, man. It's sad because Mahomes is great, and it's just sad that he's playing this bad, bro. It's sad.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, we're gonna go on to the next game. Texans versus Buccaneers. Tampa Bay won this game. They came back and won. Baker Mayfield had 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. CJ Stroud had 1 touchdown. And so, Jaden, what's your takeaway on this game for Texans overside on side the ball? What's your takeaway of this game overall?
Um, this was an okay game. I mean, it wasn't anything crazy, but I think CJ Stroud needs to pick it up a little bit, though.
Yeah,
I just I feel like he played a lot better last season than he did this season. Or at least start. I mean, I know we're only in the second game in, but just from what I'm seeing, I feel like last season I've seen a lot better out of him. Um, it, on the other side of the ball, Baker Mayfield. I mean, he's doing okay. Um, I think the biggest thing here is I think this was just more of a defensive battle between the teams. I mean, Baker Mayfield, he got sacked 4 times, and CJ Stroud got sacked 3 times. I mean, yeah, Baker Mayfield. I mean, he played good. So I mean, the Buccaneers are 2-0, and the Buccaneers are. I mean, they're playing pretty good this season. So I think I think they have a decent shot this season.
Yeah, I think he's been playing good this season too. He had a great game last week too, and this week too. When it counts to most, he can win for you.
Hmm.
He's underrated big time in the MVP voting. I agree with you about.
Yeah,
I agree with Logan too, because before when Tom Brady retired, people thought the Buccaneers were over. They were cooked, that they were done, and that they were not good no more. But Baker Mayfield revenged that team big time, and he's young too. Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield. When it comes to most, he can win the game for you, and he's
mm,
revived his career a lot. He's revived his career, revived it. I remember when we went to Cleveland, things happened over there. They thought he was a bust, overrated. Same with Carolina, but you know what? He has a good team around him, so he's doing really good. Underrated.
yeah,
He's underrated. Underrated quarterback for sure. Texans. On our side of the ball, the Texans too. So Jaden is CJ Stroud basically. Is he no longer considered a elite quarterback?
yeah. I mean, like I said, I mean, he was performing a lot better last season, and I haven't really seen that out of him this season. And I I really thought that he had a decent shot at you know I don't know about MVP this season, but I mean I think he had a good shot at like really getting up there in the ranks and being someone to talk about. But I haven't really had much to talk about him this season. So I think he needs to step it up and pick up his game a little bit, and or I think more than a little bit, and figure it out.
Yeah. CJ Stroud hasn't been good at all. Um, I think he's time for us to question his elite status in the NFL.
Hmm.
Because he had one good year in his rookie season, by the way, was that 1 year good year.
Yeah.
Last year, I saw more slump. This year, he hasn't played good at all. I mean, I'm questioning his elite status as a quarterback overall this overall now. I mean, he's a great guy. He's good at basketball, but I think it's time to question his elite status in the NFL. I'm shocked by the way he's playing bad. I never would have imagined it because I remember me and Nick one time were calling this guy a bad man,
Hmm.
and
Yeah.
now he's just freaking bad.
Yeah.
So that's just awful. He's playing. I'm shocked by it too because I thought he could make a really good chance of winning MVP one day, but I mean, he had one good touchdown because Nico Collins in the end zone. That was it. Other than that, hasn't done anything since then. So it's just shocking to me big time to see him play this poorly in the regular season so far.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah. So Tom Brady's making headlines again. This time as a owner slash Fox broadcaster. So Jaden, do you think that there's a problem with him being in the coaching booth as a broadcaster for the Raiders?
Yeah, it's definitely a little weird. It's definitely different.
Like, do you think there should be a rule about that? Because what I mean by this is that when you're a commentator,
Hmm.
you go to production meetings and he interviews coaches, he interviews quarterbacks, and then on top of that is a minority order for the Raiders too. And last night he was in his coaching booth. So is there any problems with him being in the coaching booth as a broadcaster?
Maybe a little bit, yeah. I mean, just because you know, if he's able to go and interview other coaches and other teams, it kind of gets a little. He gets a little bit uh, inside, like
Yeah.
an inside look at the team. and so you don't know if he's using that to take you know the Raiders and prepare them or anything like that. So I think there could be an issue with it. I just think if they're gonna let it happen, maybe just let there be moderation in who he interviews or how he conducts his interviews or anything like that.
Yeah. For me, I don't see a problem with it because here's the deal. Okay, and this is why I hate. This is why I kind of don't like the media sometimes too, because and I'm gonna be part of this industry too, so I'm gonna change the narrative when I get into the industry. When I get big one day. Um, Here's the deal between Tom Brady and production meetings and him being a minority order going to be in coaching booth. Tom Brady has analyzed the game and commentates. He's paid to do it. He's paid to be minority order for the Raiders too.
Yeah,
Um, in my opinion, I don't see anything wrong with it because I think there's some rules that were set in place for the Raiders. Because I was told he can commentate out because the rule is this. I don't know if this is true. I think this is true. He cannot commentate a Raiders game.
yeah,
He can't do that because that's biasness basically.
yeah. That's fair.
But that's the only thing that he can't do as far as I know from Adam Schefter posted on Twitter. So in my opinion, this is some baloney crap how people are making allegations so far about this crap. Because he's Tom Brady, dude. I mean, every time, dude, do you think he's cheating? It's
Yeah.
really getting annoying. Tom Brady didn't cheat at all. Spygate, everyone does it. It's been doing this since people have cameras. People do this on the sidelines, Jaden. I don't know if you noticed this with coaches. They do this with the playbook. You
Hmm.
know why? Because people are looking at their signs. It happens. People. Here's the deal. WT. No, I'm not gonna use WT because I'm gonna use another school. Um, Texas Tech or Texas Longhorns have binoculars and see what they're calling.
Hmm.
Teams have that. You know how I know? I've been in the press box before, guys. And the coach, if there's a press box, there's a coach's room, so you see everything was going on. So it happens. It's part of the game. And then the Deflate Gate, same thing. It's so stupid because they didn't cheat. He can't cheat. He can't. The coach was using the same ball. How was he cheating in that? And then now this crap. This is some baloney stuff to Tom Brady. Tom Brady is the most hated athlete. Him and LeBron James are the most hated athletes of all time. You know why? Because they're so great, they can't beat them. They're like, oh, you know what? They're a threat. So
Yeah.
this is some baloney headlines that I've seen so far from Marcus Spears, from ESPN, from Colin, from Barstool Sports. Like, dude, like this guy's not doing anything wrong. Nothing wrong. So that's all I gotta say about that. I'm sorry. That's
Yeah.
annoying. Anyways, is there anything you want to add to that, Jaden?
Yeah. I mean, I think you're right. I think it's just more people looking for a reason to hate on him.
I know it's been like that his whole career, bro. As a player and as a broadcaster, apparently now, which is hilarious, by the way. He's not even playing in the field. People keep him that standard still.
Yeah.
Anyways, Sunday night football happened. Um, the Falcons destroyed the Minnesota Vikings 22-6. Story of the game though, JJ McCarthy got hurt. I think he's out for the season too.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's what it says.
so is this team no longer a threat to the NFC Championship game, to the NFC overall?
Wasn't JJ McCarthy out all last season too?
Yeah,
So this man's barely played any football. Um, I mean, JJ McCarthy was playing good too, especially in his opening game the first week. He played good. um, and it actually made the Vikings look really good. But yeah, I think the Vikings, um, yeah, they may be cooked without JJ McCarthy. Um,
Yeah.
because like I said, he was playing good at the beginning of the season, and now without him, I mean, I don't know what they're gonna do.
I mean, they traded Sam Darnold to the Seahawks,
Hmm.
so this is on their this is their fault.
Yeah,
So but yeah, I agree with you. I think this is gonna hurt his team a lot. Same time though, you got Justin Jefferson too, so you never know
yeah,
with
that's true.
and he also have a good offensive head coach too, so and a great defenses too. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
So, anyways, now to college football now. Texas Tech is 2-0 in the Big 12 overall. So, no, actually, no, they're 3-0. My bad,
3-0,
3-0.
yeah.
So, Jaden, can this team win to compete for national championship this season?
Well, the Tech, just to say Texas Tech is 3-0 is, you gotta look at it and see how they're 3-0. I mean, their 3 games. Let me see here. Let me go to okay. Well, um, Tech has blown out the last or their in all of these 3 games that they played. It's been an absolute blowout game. Let me look up these scores here. Show you. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so their first game uh, was a 67-7, which that was insane. Last week or the week before that versus Kent State, 62-14, and then this last game uh, against Oregon State was 45-14.
Oh,
So
wow.
Tech has, they're 3-0, and they have just been, absolutely blowing out these teams. That they honestly, like, just watching them, they look like they almost look like nobody can stop them. I mean, they're great on running the ball. They got great they got good receivers. I mean, Tech looks really good this season, and I'm actually really excited to see how far they go. I think they got a good chance this season.
Yeah. I agree with you. I think they compete for it. I know this week they have a good matchup, a big matchups this week so far. So
Hmm.
I think they can win the Big 12 too. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with them.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. I don't even know what else to say. That's just dominance right there.
yeah,
They've
it's
they've won every team out so far.
hmm yeah. They're actually yeah, they're playing a ranked team for once. They're playing Utah, so
Yeah,
we'll see how they do against a ranked team. I mean, these teams haven't been ranked, but you know, we'll see how they compete against a ranked team.
yeah, yeah. It's we'll see what happens, bro. I think they'll do something good this year, though.
I agree.
Yeah. Um. So now we move on to some boxing, guys. Boxing. Saturday night, Crawford fights Canelo Alvarez, and Crawford beats Canelo. Took him to school. Jaden, did you see the fight?
I'm gonna be honest, no, I didn't, because I didn't want to stay up at midnight watching the fight.
I don't blame me at all, bro. It was like
I
it was pretty long. So yeah, I understand.
I had to work, and Just not about to stay up that late.
No, I get it.
I watched some highlights though. I did watch the highlights.
Yeah, it's good. What you think? What you see? What you think? What you saw?
I mean, Canelo just did not like look like he was trying.
Yeah,
Like he kind of just like he showed up just to kind of be there and throw a couple punches. I mean, he wasn't really. From what I saw, he wasn't. He wasn't going through like jabbing away at Crawford. Like it's almost like Canelo would just do like some big hits and then he back off for a little bit and then do a few more big hits, but like he wasn't like really attempting to jab at Crawford or really anything like that. It was just like it was almost like Canelo just did not have the energy coming into that fight.
yeah. Um, I agree with you. He took him to school, bro.
Yeah.
Crawford dominated him, bro. He was comfortable. His defense is crazy too. His counter punches too are crazy. So
Hmm.
Crawford dominated him big time, bro. Shout out to Crawford.
Yeah,
Canelo
for
Alvarez though,
sure.
Canelo Alvarez also I'm great no matter what happens. I know he lost a fight. Crawford, Canelo Alvarez to me is a top three boxer of all time, top two probably behind Mayweather and Floyd and Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
So but shout out to Crawford for beating him, bro. He's
Yeah.
coming, bro. He might be a top five boxer when it's all said and done.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a good fight though.
Yeah, I was.
So other words, more news in sports. So this was a little personal for me. Molly Kira, the moderator, host from First Take ESPN, quits. Chinny, what's your thoughts about this? And why do you think it happened?
Honestly, I don't know. I didn't there was no I didn't really see any signs leading towards her like maybe quitting or her wanting to. Um, I just think it's crazy because she's been she's been on First Take for a long time, and I think it's definitely going to be different. Seeing someone else in her place, and I mean, as far as why, I really don't know. I mean, maybe she just maybe she's just wanting to go somewhere else, or maybe life's taking her a different direction, or maybe she's just done with media in general and she wants to go do something else.
Yeah, I was shocked by it. To be real with you, I was a little shocked by it. I saw it last night at the fair, and I was like, man, what in the world's going on? I'm a little sad by it. Not gonna lie to you, I'm sad by it because she's one of the great person on TV. She knows how to calm everybody down, keep everybody in check. I know it's over a contract dispute that happened. Um, I think because she wanted more money, but she didn't get the money she wanted. But
Yeah.
I know additional to the contract too, she had to go to do reporting for sports like football, NBA. I don't think she wanted to do that. So, but it sucks though because she's nice. She doesn't really like she doesn't really do anything bad. She's never done anything bad on that show really. But it sucks to see her gone.
Hmm.
Um, so Jenny, who do you think's gonna replace her? Do you think Stephen A might take over as the host overall? Do both sides debating and hosting, or who do you think might be the host?
I think short term Stephen A might, just until they find a good replacement.
Yeah,
Um, but I don't think Stephen A would want to host the show and do all that. I mean, he did that with Skip a little bit, but when they first started the show, but I don't think he'd want to go back to doing that because I think he likes where he's at right now, just to be able to talk sports and not have to worry about moderating.
yeah. I know he's done it before, but I know it's a lot because you had to do production meetings. You got to wait, think about who we're gonna talk about next, and
Yeah.
I know he does. I know he's like a producer of the show, so he can hire whoever he wants to hire. But He's also executive producer of ESPN too. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah.
He's big time, bro. He might know him. The next contract he gets from ESPN, he might be a CEO, bro.
Yeah.
So that's pretty crazy. How he's 55 living his dream out. Um, so I think people that come to my mind might replace them. Might replace Molly. It might be Shay from Sports Center.
Hmm.
Maybe El Duncan. Malika Andrews is one of them. Monica McNutt's one of them. And maybe Kimberly A. Martin. But I think this is a good example why. Because Molly's great, but she didn't really do any reporting, and it's part of your job to go report. Like Greeny does NFL Countdown on Sundays. Plus, he does Get Up.
Hmm.
He's the host of the show. It might be Greeny too. It might be Greeny probably doing both shows with Get Up and First Take.
Yeah.
So you never know. But I think it's kind of sad to see her gone. It sucks, but yeah. And I think Skip is for sure might make a return back to ESPN. He might make it. He might make it. He might be back now. I think this is part of the plan to get Skip back. But anyways, so one more topic to talk about. Um, so Clint Brickbell met Tom Brady, saw him up and live in action, done the football to Gronk. So Jaden, who's your top 5 players you want to meet in the NFL, past or present?
Past or present? In no particular order. Brady, for sure. Let's see. Brady, Mahomes. I think it'd be cool to meet Peyton Manning. Josh Allen. And, even though we didn't talk all that good about him, I'd like to meet Aaron Rodgers still.
Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah.
I can see that. Okay. For me, for sure, I want to meet Tom Brady. He's my favorite football player of all time. So I want to meet Brady. I like to meet Mahomes, Peyton Manning, Deion Sanders,
Yeah.
and probably Shannon Sharp.
Yeah.
Or Michael Irvin. Yeah, Michael Irvin for sure. Michael Irvin. That's who I want to meet. But anyways, that'll wrap us up for the Playbook podcast. Giveaway at the end of the month. You'll be in the drawing. So far, it's Nick. And Nick's out so far. He got off work late. He's trying to find another job, guys. So pray for him. I'm just playing. I don't know what he's doing. He's scared though. He's scared to come on the podcast. He's scared. Nick is scared, dude. So yeah. So I think shout out to everybody on this podcast who commented, who watch. You never know. Hopefully you watch it tonight, tomorrow. The whole news, but this weekend. But I hope you all enjoy some more football. Good luck to Texas Tech out there, to Utah. Go Cowboys. Make sure like, subscribe, and comment. Share the podcast to your friends, to your families, whoever's watching. So we'll catch y'all next week. Peace out.